So, I have a question. Does anybody ever tell you guys to follow the rules? Yeah? Yeah, well, once or twice? How many rules do your parents have? Can you guys count that high? A ton? Like, yeah, like, are we talking like 10? Or like 100? 10? Okay. You got 20? Okay, these are very specific lists. That's good. Does Miss Kelly have rules in her classroom? Yeah. Does your school have rules?
Yes.
Wow. Who has more? Do you think your parents have more, or school has more? School has more. How many do you think school has? How many? How many do you think? Here, say it loud.
1,000.
Whoa.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000 too. So did you guys go to the same school? Or did they just all have 1,000? There's a lot. That's a lot to keep track of, right? Well, the crazy thing is, in the Bible, in the big front part of the Bible, there are like 600 rules. 613, yes, I know, but... Okay, yeah, 613 as Pastor John likes to point out. So your school has 1,000, the Old Testament's got like 613, your parents have at least 10. Fair enough, 10. Can you guess how many Jesus pointed out to this guy that came and asked him what the most important rules were? Yes, ma'am.
Love God.
Yeah, okay. So, sorry, you're good. Love God. And one more. What's the one right after that? It says, love your neighbor as yourself. Right? How many is that? Close. I would say it's 2. Just 2. Love God and love your neighbor. You would say 2 too? Okay, I'm glad. I think we're on the same page here. But here's the deal. How many of you guys live in a really close neighborhood where you have neighbors?
I do.
You do? Okay. Now, how many of you guys live where like the land's really big and your neighbor lives really far away? Anybody live in a place like that? Okay. Some people live on houses where like you have to look forever to see your neighbor because they live so far away. Well, the guy who asked Jesus this question, as soon as he heard that he had to love his neighbor, he tried to get out of it. Have you guys ever tried to get out of a rule? No. Never. Can you? Isn't that amazing? Sometimes. I sometimes try to get out of rules too. You guys ever try to like it's time to go to bed, but you like stay up a little bit later like that? Oh, I gotta brush my teeth. The TV show's about almost done. You ever try to stay up just a little bit later? Yeah. Need a glass of water. Oh, that's a mom that knows that one. that just happened. Well, this guy, when he heard Jesus say, love God, love your neighbor. All the other rules, every rule that you follow at school, every rule that you follow at home, everything that everybody's ever said that was a good rule is based on one of those 2 things. Love God, love your neighbor. And he immediately tried to get at it. He said, oh yeah, well, who's my neighbor? Because, how many neighbors do you guys have? Like, how many people live next door to you? 1, 2. A lot of times, like 2, anywhere 1 to 2, 3 maybe. So he's thinking, like, this is pretty easy. I only have to love, like, 2 people. Yeah, 2. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So that's, like, just a couple people to love, right? Close together, okay, cool. Well, here's the deal. What Jesus does is he tells him a story. And the point of the story, he is quick. The point of the story is that this guy was asking the wrong question. Remember, what was his question? He said, who is my neighbor? And he was trying to get a little list. But what Jesus said is, who can you be a neighbor to? I want to ask you guys a question. If I try to wear these glasses, this very nice, very fancy pair of glasses, if I tried to wear them like this, and I walked around, I was just like, how you doing? Is that the normal way to wear glasses?
Yeah.
Is that the right way to wear glasses?
Yeah.
Are they going to be very helpful? Probably not. Especially if I'm trying to drive. Can you imagine that? That wouldn't work out well. Well, that's what this guy was doing with mercy. See, love is about forgiving people and helping people. And this guy wanted to take all that mercy and he wanted to keep it for himself. He was trying to walk around wearing his glasses backwards. I know, right? And And that's why Jesus helped him and said, you got to turn around this way so that the mercy faces the other people. He said, instead of asking, who is my neighbor? You should ask, who can I be a neighbor to? See, if you only love your neighbors that live next door to you, that's like 2 people, right? That's not that many. Or 3. It could be 3 or 4 of you. 2 people have the same name. That's funny. That's odd. Yeah, or 1. But if you ask, who can I be a neighbor to? Then you can be a neighbor to anybody. Because look, right now, you guys are sitting next to each other. You can be a neighbor to each other. Anybody you're near, you can be a neighbor to, even if they don't live near you. But it takes flipping those silly glasses around and pointing mercy. I have a big head. Do I have a big head? It's a big head. I'm not going to be able to fit these on, but I have good news. You can wear some glasses that have mercy pointing toward other people, because I got a bunch of them in this bag. So what I'm going to do is, as you guys are heading out, you can reach in and grab a pair, and if you wear them right, then you'll show mercy to other people. But if you walk around like this, you're probably going to bump into walls. So I don't want you bumping into walls. So turn around and show mercy to other people. And that is half the whole point of life.